It is unbelievable how many different ways there are to make money online today. So that's the great thing about the times that we're living in, is that there are so many opportunities to make money out there, at least in the online world. The economy in the offline world, that may be a different story. But anyways, let's get into this course that I've created. I've titled it The Best Way to Make Money Online. But you know what? That's my opinion only. Okay, this is the method that works for me. I'm going to give you the reasons why I think it's the best way to make money online in the next few videos. So in this video course, I'm going to tell you what the best way to make money online is based on my opinion. And I'm also going to talk about it and tell you how I go about executing this business model. I'm also going to show you over the shoulders how I go about with this business model, how I profit from it. Okay, so with that said, I'll see you in the next video, which I'm going to reveal to you what I think is the best way to make money online. Okay, so let's get down to it. What is the best way to make money online? Now, if you're already doing this method, I'm sure you'll agree with me that the best way to make money online is through email marketing. And you know what? This is just my opinion, okay? There may be other methods out there that may be better, but for now, this is what I think is the best. You know, it works great for me. I'm able to support a family through email marketing, and it requires very little work, okay? Of course, sometimes I'll put in more hours because I want to grow my business, but most of the time I can just relax in this business. Okay, so now, what are the reasons why I think this is the best way to make money online? And I've listed a few of them here. One reason is that anybody can do this. At least I think anybody can do this, as long as you're able to copy and paste or use a keyboard. You know, I think anybody can do this. And it's not as difficult as other business models out there. It's not like you're creating the next best-selling software, or you have to create the next Facebook type app. Okay, you don't have to be a genius to apply this business model. Okay, another reason why I think it's the best method online is because it's a simple business model. Okay, the first step is you build the, well, you could break this down into 3 steps. First step, you build the funnel and the landing page. Okay, so this is where your potential leads land, okay, on the landing page or a squeeze page, and you offer them a free gift, such as an ebook, a video tutorial, or a free software. And again, you don't have to create any of these, okay, because you could buy or get for free the rights to give away these products online. They're just being sold everywhere, or you can find them for free online. So that's the first step, creating the funnel. Second step, drive traffic. Third step, emailing your subscribers. Okay. Once you do step 1, then you only have to focus on 2 steps every day, which is just driving traffic and emailing your list. Okay. Another reason why I think this is the best method to making money online is that it can be done for free if you want, but of course it will be harder. Okay, so make sure that if you are using free tools to create your funnel and to build a list using a free autoresponder system, make sure that you reinvest your money into paid tools once you start making money through this business model. Okay, so let's get started with building your list. And the first thing you have to do is to build a funnel so you can start collecting leads. Now, there are various types of funnels that you can use. You can even create a product and sell it for a low price to get as many leads as you can. But in this video, let's just focus on the type of funnel where you give away a free product so that people will just opt in, will give you their email address, and get onto your list. Okay, so what you need to do first is you could either create your own product that you could bribe people for their email addresses, or you can just use products that have private label rights or PLR or giveaway rights or resale rights. And you could do a quick Google search for these types of products. There's even membership sites and other websites that specialize in offering these products. So it's not too hard to find these products. Okay, and although I do, well, I actually do a combination of both. I create my own products and I also use products that have rights. Okay, and I think a lot of marketers do that as well. So it's up to you. But I mean, if you're just getting started and you want to test the waters, go ahead and just use a product that has private label rights or giveaway rights. So you're allowed to use those as lead generation magnets. Okay. So once you have your product, you would create a squeeze page. Now there are videos, free videos on YouTube that you could watch that shows you how to create your own squeeze page, and there's also various tools out there. Okay, just to give you an idea of what a squeeze page looks like, here I just went to Google and I just typed in sample squeeze pages. Okay, so they're very simple. Most of them just have a headline and then just some opt-in blocks. Okay, so it's very simple. You don't have to make it too complicated. A lot of times it's a simple squeeze pages that convert the best. Okay, now it's not required, but it's good to have upsells in your funnel. Okay, again, if you're lazy, you could skip this. But if you have upsells, and an upsell is where once someone opts in to your list, they submit their email address. What happens next, if you have an upsell, is they're brought to a page that sells them something. Usually it's a one-time offer, and sometimes it's not. But basically, if you have these upsells in place, you can earn immediate income and scale up quickly. So if you're paying for traffic and you're earning money at the same time, you could use that income to pay for more traffic and scale up a lot faster. Okay. Now, my favorite tool for building funnels is a tool called ClickFunnels. Now, there are a lot of tools out there. There's WordPress-based tools and so on. But this is just my preference. My favorite tool for building funnels is ClickFunnels, and I highly recommend you check them out. Welcome back. In this video, I want to go through a couple of list building methods that I use to build my list. And I know there's hundreds of list building and traffic methods out there, but I just want to talk about what works for me and stuff that's based on my experience. Okay, so I mean, this isn't necessarily the best traffic or list building methods out there, but these are the ones that I use and they work for me. Okay, so I'm mainly in the internet marketing niche, and I use this solo ad network called udemy.com to find solo ad vendors. Now, if you don't know what a solo ad is is basically where you pay someone who has a list to email their list with your free offer. Okay, you can purchase 100 clicks from them, 50 clicks, 1,000 clicks, and so on. So on this site, you can filter out which sellers you want to look for. You can find ones with good ratings. You can sort them by price and so on. Okay, and I try to buy a solo ad every day so that I have continuous flow of new subscribers coming into my funnel that I can promote affiliate products to, because I try to email my list every day with affiliate offers. Now, if you're not in the internet marketing niche and you want to find solo ad vendors, you could do a Google search, try to find other people in your niche, product creators and so on, that you could contact and ask if they could do a solo ad for you. Okay, and there are also Facebook solo ad groups out there that you can find. You could also go on ClickBank to find potential solo ad vendors, because on ClickBank, these are product creators who have responsive buyer lists. So find people in your niche and ask them if they could email their list your free offer. Okay. Now, the second list building method I want to talk about is product launching. Okay, a lot of people use product launching to make a lot of money. I'm sure you've heard of people launching a product and generating hundreds or millions of dollars. That's great. I launch products and I generate a windfall of cash, That's great, but one of the main reasons I like launching products is that you get an influx of new buyers added to your list. And a buyer, the general rule of thumb is a buyer is worth 10 times more than a freebie seeker. All right, so how do you write a good promo email? Well, the way I go about it is to just imagine that you're having a conversation with your subscribers. Okay, so I try to email my list every day, and it's just like having a conversation every day. And if there's something related that I spoke about the other day, I might refer to that as well. So, hey, remember the other day I was talking about, let's say, search engine optimization? Well, here's a software tool that you could use that'll complement that course I was speaking about a couple days ago. Okay, so that's just an example. But that's the mentality that I have when I'm writing these emails, is that I'm having a conversation with them, and I don't want to give off the message that, hey, I'm just trying to sell you something. Click here and try to buy this so I can earn some commissions. I don't want to give that off. Okay, so when I write these emails, I start with a Word document. If you prefer, you could do it on a notepad on the computer. It's up to you what you use. But that's what I use. I use a Word document for my rough draft. Okay, and I try to write from my heart. So I try to find topics or products to promote that I can relate to, that I can easily write about. Okay, of course, from time to time there are products that I will promote that it'll just be hard for me to find something to write about. But most of the time, I'll try to promote products that I can relate to, that I can easily write about, and I know that my list will like. And if it's something that I can get excited about, the better. Okay, so I start with a Word document. And if you want, you could brainstorm of different angles you can use. For example, you could use a traffic angle if it's a product that's going to bring in traffic, or you could use a business building angle. So let's give an example. Let's say you're on the weight loss niche, and it's a supplement that you're promoting that promotes weight loss. So you can push the weight loss angle, you can push the feel better angle, you can push the look great for the upcoming summer angle. So that's just an example. So I try to brainstorm of angles sometimes. Sometimes I don't have to brainstorm over any angles because I already know what I want to write about, and I'm just going to wing it. Okay, so if you are having trouble writing something, you could brainstorm of angles you could use, so that you could use that as a starting point. Okay, you could also copy and paste some good points from the product's sales letter onto your rough draft, onto your Word document or notepad, just so you could get ideas, and you could even use some of those points in your email. Okay, so sometimes I write short emails and sometimes they're long emails, as long as they're emails that will captivate my audience and it won't bore them. So if it's you got lots of interesting things to say, go ahead, feel free to write a long email. But if it's just short, quick to the point, that's fine as well. Okay, so if you're new to this, you should try to sign up to other marketers' lists so you can get ideas on how to write good emails. Okay, so in this video, I want to do an over-the-shoulders lesson here on how I go about writing my emails. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to promote a product. I actually promoted this product yesterday, so this is actually a follow-up to that, and I'll show you what the product is. It's a stock PLR fire sale, and this is a package of 5,000 products that are royalty-free, copyright-free, that people can use for their business. And the great thing about it is that you could also get private label rights to it, and that's well, my list is mainly interested in private label rights, so that's one of the angles that I'm going to be pushing for this product. Okay, so this is the sales page for the product. Okay, so when I first promoted this yesterday, I took a look at this. It's like, wow, there's a lot of images here. You could even mention in your email, hey, look, take a look. You could see some sample images that you could be using for your business or to be selling. So let's go to my Word document here where I write my emails and the rough drafts. So this is the subject line for my first email: new PLR 5,000 never before released images. Okay, so that was the subject line for the first email, and the body of the email is: these images are organized to over 150 categories, blah blah blah, and then I include the email or the affiliate links in here. Everything from scary to sexy, because if you may not have seen it, but there were a couple of scary images there and a couple of sexy images, and these are images in here that you could probably find useful in your business. And there's also a coupon code that you could use, so I mentioned that. And there you go, and I included my signature, okay, and a whole bunch of links underneath my signature. And then here are my notes: the launch date, some notes, some text that I copied from the sales page that I may want to use. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and write the second email. And one thing you'll notice is when you write follow-up emails, you'll find that they're a lot easier to write than the first email, because you already have knowledge about the product, and overnight more ideas and more angles come into your head while you sleep or just whenever. Okay, so right now I'm going to go ahead and write a second email. This is my style. Of course, you could do this on a notepad if you want. Totally up to you. Subject line. Just take a look at the first subject line: new PLR 5,000 never before released images. Okay, I'm going to change it up a bit. I'm going to say PLR, which stands for private label rights. Now I'm going to use a verb here, so I'm going to say resale. I'm going to make this an action headline: resale 5,000 new images. Okay, so the angle I'm going to be using for here is, trying to say that, hey, they could try to resell these images. In the first one, it was more of, hey, look, here's 5,000 images that you could use or resell. Here I'm going to say, hey, look, go ahead, resell these images. So, resell 5,000 new images. But you know what? Today I actually wasn't really thinking about promoting anything. I wanted to take a break from emailing my list today. But I had an idea of what to write about, and since I have something decent to say to my list, I'm going to go ahead and email my list. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and write the body of this email. I may pause this video just so I can try to remember what I had in my head and try to get my thoughts together. Okay, there you go. So I think I've just completed writing the draft here. Um, so I'm just going to read it out loud. Every marketer and business needs graphics and images, so you don't have to try hard to sell these types of products, especially images that are royalty and copyright free. You also don't have to pretend to be an expert in your field to be able to sell these. People just want it. So if you are looking for a product to sell with ease, get the private label rights to this package. Link in brackets. I'm going to insert the link there. Make sure to use the new coupon code ACTFAST15 to get a 50% off PLR option for the next 24 hours. And that's it. And I insert the affiliate link, and SIG or SG, that's where I'm going to copy and that's where I'm going to paste my signature. Okay, so I'm just going to go up to my first email, and I'm just going to copy and paste the affiliate link and my email signature, which is pretty long actually. Oops, let me try that again here. There, so copy and paste it onto here. And there you go. So I've written a follow-up email. I hope you learned from that. Just give an idea of how I think and how I go about writing the email. Again, if I didn't have anything decent to say, I may not have emailed my list today, because I made a couple $100 yesterday, and today I don't really need the money, but hey, I had something decent to say. And although I do have a big project I'm working on right now, I could take a break and just write this quick email to my list and send it off and wait for the commissions to come in. Now, something I didn't mention in my previous videos is the autoresponder that I use. Okay, so when you're doing email marketing, you need an autoresponder. I'm sure there's free tools out there, but the one that I use, I'm not going to say it's the best, but it's the one that I've used for years. The one that I use is GetResponse. So look that up. GetResponse, that's the autoresponder that I use and that I highly recommend. And that's where I'm going to log in after this video to copy and paste this email, this draft that I've just written. I'm going to paste it into my autoresponder and send it off to my database of subscribers. Alright, now on to the fun part. I'm going to go ahead and send off the email that I just wrote on the Word document. I'm going to send it off to my list. So if you watched in the previous video, I wrote an email that I'm going to be sending out. So here I am. I'm logged into my autoresponder GetResponse, which I recommended in my last video as well. So I'm logged in here. My campaign is chosen, and I'm going to go ahead and create a newsletter. Okay, so this is if you want to broadcast something out to your list. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Okay, I'm just waiting for the computer to load. It's a little slow right now. Okay, there you go. Okay, you can use a drag and drop email editor or HTML source editor. I go for this one right here, drag and drop. Okay, the message name, this will only be seen by you. Okay, so this is a follow-up email I'm sending for a product that I've been promoting. Subject, so this is going to be the subject line, which I've typed down here. PLR, we sell 5,000 new images. Go back to here. So everything basically is just copy and paste from here on. Okay, it's the from email address is here, so I'll go to next step. Okay, here you get to choose your template. I still use a plain text, although there are many advantages of using these templates here. But this is my preference. For now, I still like to use a plain text email. Okay, just waiting for my computer. It is a little slow today. Yeah, let's see what happens. Click on that. So while we're waiting for that, I'm just going to go back to my draft here, and I'm just going to copy the body of the email. Okay, so back to my autoresponder here. So now this is where you just paste the body of the email. Okay, and just wrap the long lines. Click on that. There you go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to test the message. So send it off to a couple of my email addresses. And you could also do a spam check on this, see if it will be marked as spam, and no, it won't. Okay, and so now I'm just going to go ahead and check my email, just see how it looks, make sure the links are working, and just looking at it from a different view here. So let's see. We sell 5,000 new images. Every marketer and business needs graphics and images, so you don't have to try hard to sell these types of products, especially images that are royalty and copyright free. You also don't have to pretend to be an expert in your field to be able to sell these. People just want it. So if you are looking for a product to sell with ease, get the private label rights to this package. I'm going to click on it. Make sure it's the right link. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm just going to close that page, and I'm going to check my affiliate dashboard here. Make sure that it is being tracked. So the product here is a stock PLR fire sale. It's got 108 clicks, 95 visitors. So I'm just going to refresh, see if that changed. And yes, it did. So changed to 109 clicks. Make sure to use a new coupon code ACTFAST15 to get 15% off the PLR option for the next 24 hours. And there's my affiliate link again. I'm just going to click on it, make sure it's okay. Close that, and again, just check my stats to make sure that I got registered in there, that extra click. And 109, it should be 100 and... Oh, what happened here? There you go, 110. Okay, so that seems to be working fine. And it's got my email signature there. Okay, there you go. So everything seems to be working fine. I'm going to click on the next step here. Okay, and this is where you get to choose which of your lists you want to send it to. I'm going to be sending it to most of my lists this time here, except for a few. So I'm just going to go ahead and uncheck some of them here. Okay, go to the next step here. There you go. And from here, I could schedule this email, or I could just click on send, and it'll just be sent right now, which I'm going to do. Okay, and voila, I have sent it, or it should be sent off in the next few seconds. And now, from here, I sit back, spend time with my family, or do whatever I want to do, and just wait for the commissions to come in.